Do you like carrots? Sit. Oh, you want a carrot? There you go. Hey friendlies, it's Carolyn and welcome back to my RV life from Blue Springs State Park in Florida. I think I'm near the closest town. I think is, well, Orange is a town. I think that's the name of it, Orange, and also DeLand is a little further away. I've been here for a couple of nights. I thought I would just come out here for a night and then go explore some boondocking in Ocala National Forest, but there's a nice, beautiful spring here, which made the $27 a night well worth the investment. It's not a bad campground. I'm usually pretty averse to staying in campgrounds, as you know, and even though this one is pretty crowded, as I'm going to show you in a minute, it's pretty nice. And I had two spots because I thought I was just going to stay one night, and the second night, the one I was in was reserved, so I had to move. And because there is such, they call it the canopy here, there's such a dense canopy, a lot of forest and green, I have a pretty secluded campsite. Yeah, I can see my neighbors, but there is some privacy. And so I just thought I would show you around. Like I said, this is a Florida state park. It's $27 a night, including full hookups with a dump station. I don't have dump in my site. With a dump station and water and electricity, has 50 amp and 30 amp. And it's a beautiful state park with a beautiful spring and for swimming. I rented an inner tube yesterday. I have some footage of that I'm going to show you. And what a wonderful getaway. I really needed this just to get away and cool off. And actually, just a couple of days ago, hurricane season hit, and now it's raining. It's been rainy for about 12 hours now, and so it's a lot cooler. It's such a relief. The good news is that part of the reason I stayed here is because I have electricity. My internal air conditioner is working pretty well. So when I go swimming, I'm able to leave Capone inside with the air conditioning running, and I go inside and it is nice in there. So I close it up just like I did in the winter. I'm probably going to do a video on how to keep it insulated in the summer too, since I'm getting pretty good at that. And the air conditioning is running well, so I have power. Otherwise, if I'm boondocking, I'm going to have to run it off my generator, which isn't a big deal. I just got my generator serviced. It's running well, but it is just really convenient to be able to run it off of power, shore power. It's making some funny knocking noises. It's old. It's the original unit. If I have to replace it, not a big deal, but it's working for now, which is a relief. So let's go look around this beautiful state park and let me show you in case anybody is thinking about visiting. It is the middle of the week. I got here on Wednesday, and when I called in the morning, they said they only had I got here on Wednesday. And when I called in the morning, they said they only had 2 spots available. So I got here, I think, probably at 11, and I didn't have any problems getting a spot. And both nights that I've been here, I've walked around late and I've seen empty spots. So, you know, you can reserve ahead of time. But of course, if you're within, I think it's 48 hours, you can't reserve. I think it is Reserve USA, you know, whatever that big one is for all of the parks that you reserve online at. So let's look around and take a walk. That site just across the street, you see, they left yesterday at checkout and nobody's been there since. Today's Friday, so it's probably going to fill up today. I'm leaving. And you can probably see through there is the site next to me, and they left this morning. Look at, they all have their own little entrances, and they're all pretty private. Oh. Nice clean bathrooms with showers. I won't go in because I think somebody's in there, but they're clean. Washer and dryer. Let's go check out the springs. It's just a short walk, maybe about a quarter of a mile from my campsite to the water and the springs. So this is the footpath down to the river. It's been really nice being here. It's cooler. And I love all the sights and sounds. It's nice to be out of suburbia and back to enjoying nature. I mean, look at me. This is where I come alive. I'm happy, I'm relaxed. This is nice. Look at this. I saw something yesterday in the brush, like an armadillo maybe. Something with a big shell and a pointy tail. Been keeping my eye out for gators, especially when I'm walking Capone on a leash. Oh, that's just a squirrel. They do hang out on trails. I've seen signs. Everything that we do affects everything we have, even if you can't see it. All that stuff that seeps into the ground eventually comes out. Check it out. How cool is this? Paradise. So this is where the spring starts. And I walked out here the first day and I was a little hesitant to come down here to swim because this is, you know, it's small and it is pretty crowded, and you know me, I like to avoid crowds. But I came and hung out here yesterday in my rented inner tube, and I'm so glad I did. I tried to tie up my inner tube, which had my backpack and my phone and my keys and my license. I tried to tie that up so I could dive a little bit. There's a cave down there that the water is coming out of. But I was a little reluctant to leave my tube and my personal belongings too far. There was a guy who kind of kept going near it every time I dove, so I had to keep an eye on it. But anyway, other than that, I just kind of floated around in here for a while. It's beautiful. See the dark area down there. So people scuba dive in there and explore the cave. And this is where the spring water comes from. And it's 72 degrees year round. And it just smells so good. It's the cleanest, freshest water I've ever smelled. It's just so, it smells like spring water that you drink. So we get to swim in it. Pretty cool. The sky's kind of dreary today, so it looks green instead of blue. But the first day I was here, it was blue. Look at this. Great place to hang out. Of course, it's less crowded today because it is raining a little bit. Yeah, so not a bad place to hang out for a few days. I'm really glad I came here, and I think that I'm just going to have to change my thinking when it comes to how I'm going to boondock on the East Coast. It is more crowded. There are fewer areas, fewer national forests, and they're smaller. And the other thing that I'm noticing is because of this canopy, look behind me. Oh my God, I love these oak trees. You see that one behind me? Look at that. Oh my God, that thing is amazing. Look at that. Look at all of that. That is so cool. Because of this canopy, a lot of the forest roads are hard for me to get through. So right now, I am really, really wishing I had something smaller. And just between us, I am saving for Matilda's replacement. I looked at a couple Class B vans the other day, and I'd love to be able to live in a van. I really just don't think I can. It's too small. So that doesn't help me getting to more places. I'm still just going to have to deal with being limited. And here, at least in Florida, we'll see what it's like when I head north up to different forests. But right now, it is being in a 10-foot tall giant square box, 8 by 10 by 29. I'm limited to where I can go. I'm going to go explore some more national forests today and see if I can find something else. I did find one spot that was dispersed but designated campsites, and of course I want to go off and find my own spot. But I also don't want to get stuck in the sand. I also don't want to get stuck in between some trees, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so this is my stay in Blue Springs State Park in Florida, my little piece of paradise. And I think, as I started to say a few minutes ago, I'm just going to have to change how I think about it. If I need to spend the money and stay in parks here and just get used to being around people again, that's okay, so be it. It's not permanent, and I don't regret being here. I don't regret it at all. It was a good choice to come down to support my friend in this time of need, and my plan was never to stay in one place for the whole time. I just want to be close enough in case something happens. So I get to go explore, I get to see the East Coast, and I get to take you all with me. All right, we'll talk to you soon. I hope you've enjoyed this little glimpse into the state park, a little glimpse into, hang on, let's show you again. A little glimpse into my version of paradise right now. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. In the meantime, remember to be happy, be free, and be kind. There you go. Yeah. You love carrots, huh? You love carrots? Do you love carrots? Can you sit? Good boy. Shake? Shake? Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy.